Good evening, America. Welcome to Libo News, where we take the world's chaos, toss it into a blender with no lid, and serve it with a side of existential dread. I'm your host, and tonight we're diving into a news cycle that's less evening broadcast and more someone set the group chat on fire. We've got Israel and Iran playing diplomatic dodgeball, Los Angeles turning into a protest blockbuster, and Tucker Carlson because apparently the universe decided we haven't suffered enough. Let's kick things off in the Middle East, where Ceasefire is trending like it's the new Taylor Swift single. According to X posts and news outlets, Israel and Iran are lobbing missiles like they're in the world's most aggressive pen pal program. Iran's hinting at pausing escalations, while Israel's basically like, sure, we'll pause right after our drones finish rehearsing their victory dance to Sweet Caroline over Tehran. Now, President Donald Trump, yes, that Trump, back for his sequel nobody asked for, has been tossing around phrases like a real end to the conflict, which sounds less like a peace plan and more like he's pitching a Netflix series finale. On Air Force One, he told reporters he's not chasing a ceasefire, but something much bigger. Bigger than a ceasefire? What, like a giant laser pointer to distract everyone? He also denied rushing back from the G7 summit to broker peace, calling those claims highly fabricated fake news. Because nothing screams, I'm focused on diplomacy, like yelling about fake news in all caps. Here's the twist. French President Emmanuel Macron looking like he's perpetually auditioning for a rom-com suggested Trump was working on a ceasefire. Trump's response, essentially, Emmanuel, stick to baguettes. Meanwhile, Iran's bailing on nuclear talks, and Israel's targeting their nuclear sites like it's a high-stakes game of whack-a-mole. Weapons manufacturers, they're popping champagne so fast, their boardrooms look like a Super Bowl after-party, because ceasefire here just means time to pitch their shiny new missiles on Shark Tank. Why should you care? Because when the Middle East sneezes, America catches a geopolitical fever, and Americans, they're Googling Middle East map like they're cramming for a geography quiz against a team of Reddit nerds who still think Vine's coming back. Spoiler, it's not, and neither is peace if we keep treating it like a PowerPoint presentation. Now, let's zoom over to Los Angeles, where the streets are hotter than a TikTok dance trend. Protests have erupted over a recent ICE operation that's got immigrant communities rightfully furious. We're talking crowds, helicopters, and police in riot gear because nothing says land of the free like a Tuesday night that looks like a Michael Bay set. Look, these protests aren't about people chanting, no borders, let's all braid each other's hair and sing Imagine. They're about how immigration's enforced. Folks aren't mad about laws, they're mad about ICE rolling up at 4 a.m. like they're auditioning for a gritty reboot of Die Hard, scaring kids so bad they're hiding under the bed. It's the difference between we need rules and we need rules that don't make families feel like they're starring in a low-budget dystopian thriller. This isn't just about one ICE raid, it's about a system that's been broken longer than your cousin's Nokia 3310. Deportations, detentions, and fear have been staples of US immigration enforcement for decades, and every time someone tries to fix it, Congress acts like they've been asked to solve a Rubik's Cube in the dark. The result? Communities live in fear, protests flood the streets, and the news cycle gets another excuse to show helicopter footage instead of, say, an actual solution. And now, the cherry on this chaos sundae, Tucker Carlson. Yes, Tucker's trending again because America can't quit him like he's the political equivalent of a bad ex who keeps sliding into your DMs at 2 a.m. This time, he's on Steve Bannon's War Room podcast, accusing Trump of being complicit in Israel's strikes on Iran and calling Fox News a propaganda machine. His latest rant somehow tied the Middle East to the deep state to, I kid you not, Wi-Fi routers secretly controlling your room back, as that's the kind of unhinged TED talk he's peddling these days, according to his own X posts. Tucker's got Marjorie Taylor Greene in his corner, which is like getting a character reference from a wildfire. Trump clapped back, calling him kooky and telling him to go get a television network so people might actually listen. Ouch, Don. That's the kind of burn you feel through a spray tan. But here's why this matters. Tucker's rants aren't just rants. They're a bat signal for the isolationist wing of the MAGA crowd who are livid that Trump's cozying up to Israel instead of, say, tweeting about the fentanyl crisis. It's like a family feud at a barbecue, except the barbecue is the entire Republican Party and someone just set the picnic table on fire. The irony? Tucker's not entirely wrong to question endless wars, but when your argument sounds like it was scribbled on a napkin at a UFO convention, it's hard to take you seriously. Still, his fans are eating it up, because nothing's more addictive than outrage paired with that signature confused stare.